Hello, everyone. It's Vicky Hacking, and I'm back here tonight live with the Hive. And we have a kind of a fun evening. A lot of sharing is going to go on. We're glad you joined us. And we're going to have Evelyn Abernathy, and she is going to share with us a recording that she did for us on how to do parties online. So let me share my screen. Thank you for coming in. And here we go with Evelyn. And can you all see? Everybody okay?
Yes,
Oh, yes. Okay, I want to get this screen all the way there. Now, how's that?
yes.
We're looking good. Okay, we're going to go over here, and I would like to take this and go like that. And on your mark.
You're able to run with it. And then I do a theme. Like last month, I did.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to start right from the beginning. I would like to start from the beginning. So hold on. We're going to take Evelyn and we're going to start her at the beginning. Here we go. Evelyn Abernathy. What do you have to tell us tonight, Evelyn?
Facebook text parties, and I've only done a couple of them so far, but they're so easy to do. I would tell you the it's almost like setting up a Facebook party where you want to put everything up front, like load everything that you want to do in the beginning, and then you're able to run with it. And then I do a theme. Like last month, I did Christmas stocking stuffer party. And this time I did one on winter care. So anyway, I'm just going to show you how simple it is to set it up and run with it. So here we go. So the first thing, of course, you need to invite a hostess to do this with you. I do mine in 3 days. You can do a 2 day party if you want. I wouldn't do really too much more than that because more than three, because then people are kind of like out. 2 days is a good time too. It's all about how much you want to post into the group. I do mine a 3 day party with 2 posts each, with a bonus post on a couple of the days. So anyway, I invite the hostess. And I just gave her what my theme was. Now, you can choose any theme, or you can even let her find out what your hostess is most excited about and go with that theme. I happen to pick this theme for this time because I did a winterize your skin event on YouTube where I had, people come and it was a whole event thing. So anyway, do whatever you want. And I just told her, this is going to be, it's like doing a home party, but it's a lot easier. And I let them choose the dates. Now you could also have it not open-ended. I needed to let her know it needed to be this month though, but you can have where you can say, I got it this week, or, next couple of days, or you might already have designated dates available. Doesn't matter. And then you just kind of give her a guidance on, what you're going to do, what that party's going to look like. Like I'm going to give skincare tips and product suggestions and ordering support. Okay. And so your friends will have an experience. Now, we have a Jafra hostess program. Feel free to use the hostess program. I choose not to use the hostess program because everything I do is online, and it's because we don't have a hostess link. I'm not going through all that hassle. But if you want to, absolutely do the Jafra hostess reward because it is wonderful. I give my hostess 20% of the sales. Well, I'm at 50%. So that means what I'm making is 30% from the customers, and I give her that 20. But that 20% that she's getting is in a Jafra e-card so that she can go do her shopping. So let's just say if she had a $300 party, she's getting $60 in Jafra credit from me. And then she can pick whatever she wants. She's not tied down to Justify or whatever. So that works. Okay. And so then after she says yes, then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to tell her, I will personalize the text invitation for you. I'm going to give all the solutions to winter skin for this party. Whatever your party is going to be is different. So I just said, I'll work on the invitation and you start getting your prospective guest list. Okay. And then after she's ready to go, I work on my end, like I said. So my end was getting the invitation. I write the invitation out to her. And I'm like, this is what you can send to your people. So I just write the text, and this was just simple. I just put in here, I'm hosting a 3-day Winterize Your Skin event. So whatever event you're doing, you want to let them know what it is. And so I'm hosting a 3-day event with my friend Evelyn. She teaches simple ways to care for your skin during the winter without overwhelm. And so I put the dates. Her party was January 27th through the 29th, all by text, super easy. And then I put in here what they're getting: practical winter skincare tips, product suggestions, a fun, low pressure experience. And then simply it says to join the party, text the word her name. So you'll put your host's name. Now I use Project Broadcast. So it only works this way if you do Project Broadcast. If you don't do Project Broadcast, you'll have another system. But before I send out this invitation to her, I go to Project Broadcast. I put a tag of the host's name. So now when her guests are responding to my number, because I said text a word, her name, and I put my Project Broadcast number in there. When they text their name to my phone number, they're automatically tagged for that party. So I'm not scrolling all over the place trying to find things. I know exactly where they are when I'm putting the product, scheduling all the information. It's going directly just to that group. Okay, so then after that, this is the first text that the party guests will get. So as soon as they write the hostess's name, then about 2 minutes later, because I schedule mine to go like 2 minutes after they respond, I put, okay, welcome to the party. And hostess saying, welcome to, the hostess's party. First things first. Okay, I don't know them. All I have is a phone number, right? Because I don't know any of these people. So I'm like, okay, please reply with your name so I know who I'm texting. So then they will text their name to me. And so now I have a name and it's more personalized. And so then I tell them what happens over the next few days. I will be sharing tips for you and product suggestions. It's no pressure to buy, no need to keep up in real time. Just jump in when you can. And we'll officially start off on the 27th. Okay, simple as that. I leave it there. Okay, it's the only message they get that day. Okay, and so later, like the next day, I'll say, I'm excited you're joining the party. It's a quick 3-day event with 2 short messages each day from me. You'll simply reply with the letters of what you like, and I'll take care of the rest. This will make more sense in a minute when you see it. But I also let them know in the meantime, I give them a link to a page that I have set up on my website, and not my Jaffa website, my other website. And so this page is called it's my Winter Hub. Since this party is all about winter care, I send them to the Winter Hub. And in the Winter Hub, there's recipes for the winter. There's a winter playlist. There's skincare tips. There's all kinds of things in there. So they're kind of getting a little bit familiar with me and with Jafra. So it's kind of like a warm up with what I'm doing here. Just like when you go to an in-home Jafra party, you don't have them all come in and then boom, you start selling to them. You have this getting to know you stage. Okay, so then, and I asked him here, so I asked him after I sent them, sending them to my Winter Hub, I'll ask, okay, so before we start, have you heard of Jafra? Okay, so if they say yes, then I like amazing, because now they're a little bit more familiar, and I'll ask any favorites, and then they reply back yes or no. And then if they reply no, then I'm like, okay, well, your host is really knew that you love this. I can't wait for you to check out our fan favorites. Okay. And so now the next day we start the party. And here's why I said the letters, reply with the letters. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, day one, this is the hostess party. I don't put that part for day one. Okay, so so then I tell them a little about winter. You tell them about like self-care. You tell them a little about whatever. And so I said, well, today's option is exfoliation. So I did this 2 days. I actually did this. So this is day one. The first part of day one, the first text I got was all about exfoliating your skin. So I gave them 2 exfoliating options, and I gave them an option for their lips. So 2 for their face, 1 for the lips. Okay. Because everything I taught in my winter care event was about hydration, exfoliation, and moisturization. So it's the same concept. So I go to Canva to create these pictures, and I give a description about what the products are going to do, and I put A, B, and C on each of them. And then even in the text, I put like a really quick, description, like the volcanic mask, gentle exfoliation that smooths and refreshes, pumpkin mask brightens and illuminates. So whatever. And then I put in, okay, reply back with A, B, or C. And they can do A and B or A and C or B and C, whatever combination they want. They just reply with something, okay? And then that's it. And then the second text that they got from me was about now the hydration for their skin. I'm sorry, the moisturization. So I put in 2 of our moisturizers and then 1 product for the lips. And then the third text that they got from me, I have it here. Okay, I'll come back to that one. The third text was that day, because this is day one, I put in the text of, okay, so a lot of them, I don't know what Jafra is. So I gave them a video. Okay, so a lot of them, I don't.
Okay, I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to stop because I kind of think that all of you are lost. I mean, she knows what she's doing, but all of us don't know how to do that, do we?
Mm-mm.
I mean, we're watching it. Evelyn's great, but how would I do that? I mean,
Right.
and I'm thinking, how she has a system that she's able to commute. You've got to have Project Broadcast to do it because that's why it's got it in there, right, Sarah? It's Project
Mhm.
Broadcast that she's sending those texts to people when they respond. And I don't know. I guess I probably should have watched it more carefully. And
No, it's
but I
good,
feel
Vicky.
like
You
it was
did good.
over our head. I feel like,
Yeah.
am I right or am I wrong?
You are somewhat right. We've got to probably find out if some of the others do it, like call multiplier. That's what I was thinking in my head because that's what I use. But you're right. It's a bit. So we might have to have her on to kind of
I
a little
don't,
bit.
I think she has a system that we can't. She's been doing this for a long time, you guys. She's got it
Yeah,
so
it's
that
good.
it's kind of like I don't know, motorized or whatever, where she can actually go in. I don't see how we could do it. We don't have that talent.
Is
We
there
don't
anybody
have,
on who's done text parties tonight that could maybe talk to us a little bit about it in a
has anybody here done text parties?
I've never heard of a text party.
Well, it's not a text party. We're talking about it's an online party. That's what it is, Wileen. And we
Yeah.
did cover this. We have things on it.
We
But
used to do it
Jafra
on
has
Facebook.
remember I remember when we all tried to do it. And Evelyn was very successful and
Yeah.
she's kept it going. But I just feel like that I think you're all lost. I'm lost. So if
Yeah.
I'm lost, I know you're lost. So I'm thinking that it was, unless you do online parties, and I just thought that Evelyn would. So we're not, we're just gonna go on with our meeting tonight. So Wileen, take it away. What are you going to talk to us about?
Okay. Well, if you all have your brochures, your February brochure, turn to page 30 and 31. This is our new lip stains and lip care. Now, the color that I presently have on, if you can see,
Very
is
well.
Fearless. And so I wanted to start with one on,
that's
but
beautiful.
then with your lip stain sales, you always want to upsell. And these lip stains don't come off. They will not wash off. So you've got to have your makeup remover. And I don't even ask if they presently have a makeup remover. I just tell them you need to use our makeup remover to remove this, because if you keep trying to scrub, trying to get it off, you're going to damage your lips.
So, Wileen, could I ask you a question? Just
Yes.
asking. Why would I want to take it off? It doesn't come off, and people pay a lot of money to have their lips tattooed. So
Well,
I don't
that's
have to pay
true.
any money to have my lips tattooed.
That's
Why would
true.
I want to take that lip stain off? Just tell
And I
me.
know that you're one that you just leave yours on. I
Okay.
personally don't. I take all my makeup off at bedtime. So, as far as being a promoter of the 24-hour, I don't know how well that holds up. Have any
Okay.
of the rest of you wore it for 24 hours?
So yeah, because I'd like to know, why I take my makeup all off, but I don't ever work
Yeah.
on the lips. I don't want to touch them in the fact that I want my lipstick to stay on forever. I don't want it to
Well,
ever
and
come
if
off.
if that's the case, then that's your selling point. You can wash your face and your lips are going to remain beautiful. So
Yes.
that would be your verbiage. But if they do want to take it off at night, and there again, that creates an upsell for us. I've got my makeup remover. It comes off
Because you
very,
do get to sell makeup remover. So that's one more product that you could
that's
sell.
right. And that's not all I'm addressing. So this is your nighttime care. You take off your lip stain with your makeup remover. Now, I'm not going to put this on right now, but your nighttime care is your lip scrub.
Lip
I
scrub.
don't know if any of you have tried this, but it is so yummy.
Yummy.
It's a sugar scrub and it is yummy. So the lip stains can be drying, and especially in the wintry climates where it's cold, it can be very, very drying, not so much in the summertime. So then I encourage them to use our lip scrub. And then after they wash that off, then they need to hydrate before they go to bed with our Jafra Skin lip. Now, the reason why I'm promoting this is because on page 30, it's all tied in together right there. Now, if this was not on there as a promotion, I would always direct them to our Royal Jelly Lip Balm. Always. But since this is part of the promotion with the lip scrub, then that's what we're going to promote. Now, I chose the Rebellious, which is the red, because I'm a red girl, but also because it shows up better on screen. And I usually put on 2 layers, but I always do the bow first. So do your bow, and then you go to each corner like such. And that way you can see it on screen. And then I go from corner to corner. Now, I know Jackie Alves lots of times will promote using a lip liner. And if that's the case, if you like to do that, especially if you need to kind of reshape your lips, that too is on page 30. So if you did the makeup remover, the scrub, the Jafra lip balm, and your lip stain, you've got a $72 order right there. That is a daytime and nighttime care. So,
Yeah, Wileen, the red is so pretty on you. That's really good.
so I'm going to do another layer here. So there's your vibrant red. Most of these colors are cool colors, except for one. The gentle, let's see, where is it? Gentle, gentle, gentle. is a warm color. It is kind of in your, to me, it's kind of a chestnut color. It is.
Yeah, that's me.
But yeah, a very warm, very neutral, warm color. So that is my demo for lip stains.
Very
And
nice, WYLENE.
so do a video, do exactly what I did, do it on Facebook, do it on Instagram, and hit go. Okay, Sylvia?
Okay, so if you'll go into the WhatsApp, if you'll go into WhatsApp and you will scroll through, you're going to find all kinds of people that have put lip stains on, and they did the 24-hour test. Evelyn did a
Mhm.
24-hour test and showed that it lasted that long. And and like I say, make up your mind. I don't think there's anything wrong with leaving the lip stain on at night. It's not going to come off on your pillow. It's not going to come off on
No, it won't
anything.
come
And
off.
you get up in the morning with your lips all nicely colored. So you make up your mind, but that was a beautiful presentation. Thank
But
you, Eileen.
my daughter loves these lip stains, and she feels like these have better coverage than our prior colors.
Okay.
Especially the dark colors on our prior lip stains, they tended to wear off a little bit. And then she said that the red,
Well,
which
I
is the
think they're
darkest
very,
color.
very nice, but I loved putting over on top the gloss. Because I use two colors. I
Yeah,
put the inside of my lip has one color, the
right.
outside has another color, and then the gloss blends it all together.
Yeah.
So you can get different colors and different shades by doing that, by actually
It
using
creates an ombre look when you do a
an
dual.
ombre look. Yes, it
Yeah.
does. That is a perfect name for
Yeah.
it. Okay, I'm going to ask Bronwyn if she wants to come in. Bronwyn, can you come in and share with us, please?
Okay, I'm here, Vicky. What do you want me to share?
What the specials are. Today we had a special come out with the
Yep, we do. We
three
do. We
royal
have our
jellies.
weekly offers started today. And in the weekly offers, do you want to bring it up, Vicky, or you just want me to talk about it?
I want you to talk about it. I'll try to find it. I have it on my.
Okay, so the weekly offers, we have our foot care duo, which is a 30% savings, 50% consultants. You can get this for $17.50. It includes a foot polish. So either way, on this offer, you're getting a foot polish, but your client can select whether they want the heel foot relief or if they want the foot balm. I think it's a great deal. I really do. It's a 30% saving. The second item is, oh my gosh, I absolutely was excited to see this. This is to the new Biolab concentrates, the ones that were repackaged. The 20% is the vitamin C, and the 4.5% is the prebiotic. Okay, these are $48 each, and as a 50% consultant, 1550. So if you like this product, which I absolutely love and use, consistency gives you results with this. As a 50% consultant, I am saving 68%. I have saved 3250. So 50% is 1550 is the price you pay because your client's sale price is $31. So that is a great deal. Okay, then we have the his and hers Navigo Duo. That is $59. Retail is $95, 35%. At 50% is $29.50. And there's no choices. From when I looked at it, it was you get one or the other, but I could be wrong. So I was just writing this and going up and back really quickly, and I didn't put it on my paper. If you can get two of one, sometimes that does happen. The number 4 weekly special is the Gold Dynamic Duo at a 40% savings. This says a little over 40%. It's 136 together Retail value is on sale for $79. As a consultant, 50%, $39.50. If this is a product that your client loves, because we have many out there that do love our Gold Dynamics, please tell them, bring them in. Tell them, you know what, you can get a 35% savings on this, or 45% savings, and be a consultant. And the next 2 months, you can place orders to Jafra for 45%. And if they say, if they're hesitant to do it, offer to give them for you to get their information and put it all in the system as a new consultant. I find that a lot easier when I'm talking to clients, because that's what they're hesitant about. And then I tell them, you know what, when you decide that you want to take advantage of an offer, let me know. I can put the order in for you. We can do it together. I'll open my computer. The last offer for this week is the Royal Olive Duo, and you're saving over 45%. The retail value is $60. The sale value is $32. As a 50% consultant, you are getting these products two for $16. That means they're $8 a piece. And the offer is the Royal Olive Body Butter and the Royal Olive Body Scrub. Great product, great savings. As a 50% consultant, you are actually saving $44, and that is 73% off of the total retail value. So the offers this week, Vicki, are really good.
Thank you, Bronwyn. I love it. And you could go in and take a look at what these offers are, but I know that Jafra's sending out text messages with the offers on them. And I thought the royal jelly one was pretty darn good. They gave it to us at the retail price, but when you put it at the 40 or 45 or 50% off, it really is a super, super. All right, let's go. Lynda Flores, are you here? See that you are. And we're going to say happy anniversary to Lynda Flores. She's just going to tell us her Jafra story and why she loves Jafra. Are you there, Lynda?
Hey, Vicki.
There
How's
you
everyone
go.
tonight?
Yeah.
So I celebrated my 50th anniversary with Jafra. Yay! We had a
Yay.
fun time. What I did in January, starting in the second week of January and running until the second week in February, is I called many of my clients and offered them to celebrate my anniversary with me, that they could purchase one item at 50% off. And so a couple of gals said, hey, let me get some friends together. So I did a couple of classes, which I hadn't done in a while. We had a ball.
Wow.
Everyone there, I offered them the offer. I had sales over $1,000. In doing that, I wasn't worried about the money that I wasn't making, because I got new clients and I also introduced them to new products. So we had a ball with that. And what I love about Jafra, and I think this is why I've stayed with it for so long, is that it's your company, it's your business. You do what's best for you. And I've always tried to put my clients first. I try to give them the best deal I can. If they ordered the gold last month, it was 89 and now it's 79. I probably would call them and say, hey, I'd like to add something to your price, to the value of what you bought. But I think that what I love about Jafra too is, and as you can all identify with this, is that sometimes Jafra is on the front line, the front burner, and sometimes it has to go to the back burner, depending on what's going on in your life. And this has happened to me many times. When my husband got real sick, when we made 3 moves to different states, every time I started over, or my kids were sick, or I took care of my mom, things like that come into your life. And Jafra's there when you're ready. So I've never, ever felt that, oh, I'm going to have to quit Jafra. I may have to quit being a manager, but I'm not going to quit Jafra. So I think that that's one of the things, Vicki, that I've loved so much, that's kept me in Jafra all these years. besides, of course, our wonderful products. And one of the gals said, I'm discouraged because the products change so much. And I used a line that I'd heard here. This isn't Jan and Frank's company anymore. Jafra is international with competing against the world. So every time the company comes out with new products or changes the formulas, it's because they're making them better. So always trust the company that they're going to do what's right for us. If it's not a good product, it's not going to stay on the line. It'll not be bought. It won't be continued. And what I love too is that they'll take things off so that they can make room for new things, but they'll always bring them back. A perfume that we haven't seen for years, or I'm actually waiting for the soothing balm, the royal jelly soothing balm to come back. But I love that Jaffa gives us what we want. So that's my
Oh,
thought
Lynda,
for today.
what a beautiful testimony. And Lynda, your skin is the walking advertisement. How old are you, Lynda? Are you going to tell?
Next month there'll be, oh yeah, it's, Vicky, you mentioned that a while back, a couple of weeks ago.
I did.
Let your skin be your testimony. In April, I'll be 72.
Yeah, and you got to tell them, Lynda, because I'm telling you, your skin just is not 72. That is amazing to think of that. It just glows, and I just think to myself, you are the walking advertisement for Jafra. Tell them what city you're in.
I live in Nampa, Idaho, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from Boise. So it's not a big town, but the groundwork was laid years ago. And Vicki, you probably remember how Jaffa, Idaho was right after Utah and California.
Yeah,
So there's many faithful women who this last week I had a woman at Costco say, "Oh, I see your Jaffa sticker. I love that stuff. Do they still have Royal Almond?" And then I had another gal who again said, "Wow, Jaffa's still around." And so there's people who are who don't think that Jaffa is still here.
I know.
So we're here.
Yep, we were very, very strong in Idaho. We really were. Okay, thank you, Lynda, and happy 50th anniversary. Congratulations from all of us. So proud of you. Okay, now we've got a 51st anniversary. And so we're going to have Sara, our Sara Hipple, come on and share with us her Jaffa testimony. Thank you, Lynda. Sara, I hope you're still there. She's probably out doing somebody probably just came to the door and said they needed a Jaffa product.
No, she's here, but she can't get her.
Can't get her screen to show.
She's muted.
She'll be in. She'll be coming in.
Let me see if I can unmute.
And I want to make sure if any of you have an anniversary in February, you must, speak up or forever hold your peace. But we happen to have some big hitters here tonight.
Thank you.
There we go.
I don't know why on my phone I have difficulty maneuvering those buttons, but anyways.
That's because they're so tiny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I can hardly, it just seems like I just had my 50th and here I am celebrating 51 years in Wheatland, Wyoming. Who knew I'd ever be a Wyoming girl?
How many times have you moved? I mean, come on, with the motorhome, you could say 50.
Well, no, actually, God had a plan much bigger than ours. He was planning on us taking care of my parents. So, once we sold our flower farm, we moved probably 2 or 3 just short periods of time. But then we went on the road. I thought, oh, I'm just going to go where all these Jaffa girls want to build. And I'd show up and found out nobody wanted to work as hard as I was willing to give them my time. So, and I was in Idaho, by the way, Lynda, and I have a consultant I think she might be in Nampa, but and I have
Yeah, I
a
think she is
Spanish
in
leader
Nampa.
in what's that other big town?
Oh, there's Boise. She's in
No, what's
Boise.
the one we stayed in, Jim? Anyways, and I stayed there for about a month, and it was fun because I really didn't know her except on the phone. Oh yeah, Twin Falls.
Oh, right
We
there,
Twin
stayed
right
there
there.
for
Falls,
Yeah.
about a month, but that
about two
was
hours away.
yeah, that was about it. And I did a party in Nampa for my consultant's daughter, so it was fun.
Oh,
But anyways, and then of course, we pulled in my childhood home and we're there for 4.5 years taking care of my parents until my mom passed away, and then we moved 2 or 3 times. And once Jim quit working in the office in Ventura, California, we got to move to Fort Collins, where my daughter and her husband and 4 grandchildren live. And then, of course, we found our little homestead here in Wheatland, Wyoming, which is only an hour and 45 minutes. But the beauty is, I loved what you said, Lynda, that, we can pause. And when I joined Jafra at 18 as a college student, first of all, I've my mother was an entrepreneur. She owned a craft party supply store, and I worked for her my entire life from little girlhood on. And I just love people. I know that about myself. I'm an extrovert who gets my energy from being around people. I do need a little time off every once in a while, um, but we have that freedom and flexibility, and I love that I could go out and meet people in the community, and it was fun. And I'd go home and do parties at home and sponsored my sisters and one of my top leaders in Oxnard, California. And so that freedom and flexibility is amazing. And I think we've all experienced that and love that. And we get to make friends everywhere we go, which is really fun. And then I became a high school teacher, and I did Jaffa alongside. And when I realized I didn't like being a teacher and disciplining, I already had a business. I was actually earning more money doing 1 to 2 parties a week than I was teaching. And I'm like, why would I do something I don't love? And so once I got established in Santa Barbara County, I just did my Jafra. And I still have clients from when we moved from Carpinteria 10 years ago. I still have clients. I keep trying to sponsor them, but they're not ready to make the plunge. But we get to make friends wherever we go. And the beautiful thing about Jaffa is it keeps us in touch with people, because I think we all stay with the company because we love the products and we love people. And our clients become, matter of fact, one of my Jaffa clients, I just shipped her something today. She lives in Alabama now because she's an older gal from Santa Barbara that went to go live with her daughter in Alabama, and just sent her, so it keeps us in touch with people. And so, of course, alongside, the freedom to raise our own children like we want to, we had our flower farm, we've been able to serve in the church. And I just can't tell you how wonderful it is to have done this for so many years. And of course, when you're young, when we all started, I was 18 going on 19. I never thought I was going to be set, 30, 40, 50, and I'm turning 70. I can't even believe it. On March 5th, the Jaffer and I are the same age. I keep trying to forget my age, and they keep on their big years, they sent me 50 charms and all those things. I'm like, oh, whatever. But you know what? Jafra keeps us young and vibrant. And I have to say, I love you all. Whenever I go on a trip, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go have a slumber party with all my Jafra girlfriends, because it's like a reunion every time we get together. And some of you I get to know on these things, and I can hardly wait till we get together and get to spend time together and get to know each other personally. And, sometimes it's once a year, sometimes it's more than once a year. And so that's been really fun. And I will tell you that, that pausing that Lynda talked about, when I pulled in my mother's driveway, I was so overwhelmed with her care because she was on death's door. She actually lived another 4.5 years after I got there, and we got her in better health. But I can't even believe this because this is totally not me. Jim would say, go talk to that person about Jafra. And I was so, it was really, I was overwhelmed taking care of my mother. And I just could hardly even talk to people. But, I was back in my area. I took care of people. I had my consultants there. But now in Wheatland, Wyoming, and this is truly my Valentine's message to all of you, that we get to share the love. We get to share the love wherever we go. We get to give gifts to people. I went and had my nails done, and I made these little ginger sea salt things. I just did a health fair and gave one to my gal, and then a couple more gals came in, and I gave them one, and it's just fun. We get to give gifts. We get to share the love. It gives us a reason to talk to people, to meet people. I make sure I made these $5 gift certificates that nobody's going to turn down a $5 gift certificate that I give out. I've been doing monthly, I got invited a year ago, February, to do some kind of a love vendor event for Valentine's, and by a local, business owner that I met by going in and shopping. And she invited me to come because a person in my category couldn't make it. And once I was there, I've been doing something every month. And by November and December, I did 10 or more things in the month because in our town, it's pretty amazing. There's only 3,600 people, but and I've ran into three previous Jafra consultants here. But true. And then of course I got doctor's appointments scattered around. You got to travel to go to the big doctor, the big thing. So everywhere I go, I mean, last week we went to a doctor's appointment. We did several things. I probably handed out almost 20 samples just being out and about. And people in medical facilities, they love it when you give them a gift. Hey, I've got a gift for all of you. You do? Oh, can we have one for the other girl? I'm like, nothing leaves I don't get their name every time. When I do an event, I do the drawing and I get their names, and then I can text them back, hey, remember to use your gift certificate. We have to position everything on what's in it for them. And I'm sure you all know from your own experience, sharing the love, what's in it for them. Some comes back, some doesn't. I remember Marilyn Lewis used to say, we're branding Jafra wherever we go. And sometimes we get it back and sometimes we don't. And you've got to do what's comfortable to you. But what I have learned, if you do it enough, it becomes comfortable. And if you wear your beautiful lipstick like Wylene showed us, you're going to feel more confident. And I feel that we're so blessed to have used Jafra all these years. And I just figure when Jafra changes the formula or improves it, I'm going with it because, I call my business Sara Hipple Ageless because that's what we get to be. And it just keeps you vibrant and alive. So I'm thrilled that 51 years are here. It's weird that I'm turning 70, but it is what it is. It's better than the alternative, as my father-in-law used to say.
That's right,
And
because 80 is coming, Sarah. Sarah,
oh,
thank
don't
you.
say that,
I
Vicky.
know.
You're
I
scaring
don't
me.
say that. I don't listen. I'm 83. Come on, it's just the same. No, it
I
isn't.
know.
No, it
I know.
isn't. It's not the same. Things just sometimes don't work as well. But the whole key to aging, you guys, is taking care of your skin so that you never look your age. And the other thing is moving your body. You have got to move your body. If you stop moving, that means exercising. And you just do it in a different way. As you get older, you just can't it can't be as hard or as strenuous. And I don't know about many of you that are walkers, but you need to do the investigation on walking because the trouble with walking is you got to walk with sticks or something because you're going to fall. You're going to trip on the sidewalk crack or whatever. So you got to be careful. But I'm just saying, I'm a rebound girl now.
You
I mean,
know what?
I was a downhill black diamond girl. Now I'm a rebounder.
You know what, Vicky? I just watched this amazing. If I can find it, I'll post it here. But it was about a gal that does rebounding. And I watched it last night. She said she did a 30-day, and I have a rebounder. She did a 30-day experiment and not jumping, not jogging, just slowly bouncing up and down. And she said in 30 days, her joints got better, less inflammation, her gut got better, she got stronger. She didn't lose any weight, but she lost 3 inches in her waist. I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm bringing my rebounder indoors, like
I
Vicky
know.
said. I have
I'm
it
ready.
outdoors now. But
Thank you,
that is
Sarah.
something we can all do, whether we're
Yeah.
a caretaker, whether we got grandchildren, whether, whatever it is, whether you like to watch TV, you're moving your body. It's so easy. And don't get those little eensy weensy ones they first had
Oh no,
that
you
are,
have to spend money on it. You guys don't get the cheap ones.
yeah.
Or
And
buy a
I will
used
tell
one.
you, I have another hint for all of you because you were talking about, inexpensive ways to get I'm becoming the the chat GPT queen. Like I'm following
I
Vicky's
love
lead.
that.
So I
I can't live
needed to
without
buy
it.
something and I just went on there and I said, "What's the best place and value to get this?" And you could do that for the rebounder. You could do it for and you get a free account on Chat GPT. You can only use it so much, but if you get to the point that you want it to save, I mean, it really has become my brain, my personal assistant,
My
and
personal
my
assistant.
motivation is to save time and to work smarter. So I'm just, don't be afraid, girls. Just, it's good.
Every
You
time you
decide.
ask a question like, how do you do something? How do I do this? Or whatever, and you call a friend and say, what do you do? Just remember, chat can give you a really great answer and tell
Yeah,
you.
and what chat does, or the AI, it doesn't just go like Google and go look for information that could be really old information. It looks for information and it thinks. It uses its brain power plus the information to give you the best information. So when we're all going and we're thinking of all these things we want to do and how much time it would take to call a friend and blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, chat just says, I'm thinking, and it will come up. And I can't even tell you, I'm just getting so much smarter. I love it.
Yeah, Bellicon is the rebounder that you want. Yes, Bronwyn, you're right. Bellicon is the best rebounder. I think the second best that I found is the something jumping jack sport, jack sport, something sport. And they're all on Amazon. But anyways, there's one it's called something sport, jump sport or something like that. That's also a good
And
one.
they have bars that you can have if you're
That's what
feeling
I have now
insecure.
is a bar.
And you can take the bar off. I mean, we had to take the
No,
bar
no,
off.
you don't take the bar
Well,
off.
we did because we moved. So, but I was listening to a seminar and I'm like, "Ugh, I need to move. I need to move." And I just went outside and just started moving my body. And oh my gosh, your brain works better. I just can't
Everything.
even tell you.
You
You
guys
are
have
all
no
going to come
idea.
alive.
Just go to YouTube and say, or just ask chat, give me some videos that will tell me why I should be rebounding. But it absolutely is the best thing that you can do. So if you're a walker, just I'm just going to tell you right now, they're now coming out and they're really starting to poo-poo the walking because of the fact that there's the falls and it doesn't in rebounding, you for 15 minutes of rebounding is almost 40 minutes of walking. So you get a lot more in a shorter amount of
And
time.
you can do it anywhere because you don't have to worry about the weather,
You
if you live in weather areas.
I watch TV. I watch shorts. I watch YouTube shorts and I'm going to teach you guys how to watch YouTube shorts and you'll love what I'm doing. And I'll probably maybe do that tonight after we get done here. So take care. Let me just see. I want to say happy anniversary to Yvonne Goins and Lynette Steele. Where are just happy anniversary, Lynette. Happy anniversary, Yvonne. And I don't know, Helen, did you say you're January, aren't you? You're not February. And happy birthday to Debbie Lawson and to also happy birthday to Donna Shear. Those are my managers. So those of you that are having birthdays this month, happy birthday. Write yourself in the chat and say, I'm a happy birthday girl this month. Okay, so we can all see who you are and say happy birthday to you. Okay. So thank you all for a great call tonight. I hope I haven't listen, next week we're going to have on our IT guy, okay? And we're going to also have on I I can't think right now, but we're going to have a lot of things going on next week. I hope Rochelle will come on next week and share with us. She always shares all her ideas. You guys be sure you look in the chat in the my thing. I'll put the the invite there for you. But there's Jaffra's got a YouTube, not a WhatsApp, and I have a WhatsApp. So we would love to have you come on the WhatsApp and join us as one of our Jaffra sisters. So everybody, we're going to stay and talk tonight. I'm going to talk about how to do shorts, YouTube shorts, you guys. It's really, there's an art to doing it, and it just makes exercising go so fast. If you're riding a bike or whatever, you'll love watching YouTube shorts. Take care, everybody. See you next week on the Hive live at 5. And we're going to have Rafa is going to be on from Jaffa Corporate, and he will be taking us through. And also, watch for Bronwyn's going to be posting the best the deals for this month and happy Valentine's. Okay, I think next week when we meet, Valentine's will be over. So this is a good time right now to go take Valentine's to everybody. You know you're going to give Valentine's Jaffra. So happy Valentine's Day, and take advantage of that opportunity to give gifts away and give Jaffra away. Wow. And that way everybody knows that's what you do. So take care, everybody. And I am going to end the recording